trying out this new dimension, see how that goes. So here are all the ingredients. I'm gonna first thin slice the chicken breast, and then we have our zucchini, yellow squash, and some pitted olives. I really like green olives. So similar to my chicken cabbage stir fry and also chicken and broccoli, same thing. First, we're gonna thin slice the chicken breast to about, I would say, thinner than 1/4 inch, but a little bit thicker than 1/8 inch thin. So we're just gonna do that throughout. As thin as you can, think like they almost look a little bit like sashimi. Now we're gonna make tender chicken breast stir fry. No one wants to try chicken breast stir fry, right? So I'm going to add a little bit of arrowroot powder. Forget about this jar. I use a kimchi jar to store a lot of things, so just let's cover that up. So this is arrowroot flour starch. If you're watching this on Asia, you're not quite familiar what this is. I believe the Mandarin is fan shu fen. It's better than cornstarch, so I use that a lot to when I make Asian food. The next thing we're gonna add is baking soda. A little baking soda actually is the trick. People, it's gonna make your chicken breast tender when you stir fry them. And then for same thing for Mandarin is 小苏打粉. Now we're gonna season our chicken breasts. So we have olive oil, salt, and ground black pepper. I'm also going to add a little bit of coconut aminos. If you're watching this from Asia, ni hao. Or if you're not quite sure what this is basically a soy sauce substitute, and it's lighter than the real soy sauce, and it's actually naturally sweeter too. So it makes it perfect if you want to actually cut down your sugar intake and still make a delicious Asian-inspired paleo food. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to check out the link below the screen. I have a video talking about what is coconut aminos and what you can do with coconut aminos. If you're watching this on Instagram, awesome. Swipe up to check out my YouTube channel. I'm gonna dice up the zucchini and also yellow squash. And if you're watching this in Asia, you can use 大黄瓜, for example. So I'm just gonna try to dice them to about, I would say, a little larger than 1/2 inch thick. So I try to keep them, create some shape, so when we stir fry them, it will have a little bit more texture. So when it comes to like too thick here, I will just cut them in half and then do the same thing. Now I preheat the stainless steel skillet, and now it feels like I can feel the warmth. See, there's no oil first. Then we're gonna add oil once the skillet is well heated. You can use avocado oil for high heat cooking, or you can use ghee butter if you want to add a little bit of buttery taste to your chicken breasts. So now I just add the chicken in, and then try to spread them out evenly. They don't have to be perfect. As long as they have a chance to touch the bottom of the skillet, they will get crisped up more quickly. It smells so good here, like a fried chicken. And now about 3 minutes later, see that? Doesn't stick. Click. Like that. Yum. If you want to learn how to make your gorgeous chicken, seared chicken using stainless steel skillet, be sure to check out the link below if you're watching on YouTube, or swipe up to check out the article I wrote about it. Now I set the chicken aside, use the same skillet, I add a little bit more cooking oil. Now we're gonna saute our aromatics with just chopped garlic. If you want also, you can add a little bit of a red chili pepper flakes to give a little bit spicy kick. And this is my signature style. Your aromatics needs a little love too. So be sure to season with a little bit salt, and then stir fry them, move them pretty frequently. So this will bring out more flavor and they won't get burned. So the heat is about, I would say, probably medium heat. So you should smell the fragrance pretty quickly. And now we're just gonna add all the diced squash in. We're gonna saute the squash until they turn softer, but not watery. Okay, so just keep stir frying them like this. Just scoop them, move them around. Season with some salt, yes. Now about 4 to 5 minutes later, you see the squash turn much softer, it turns sweeter too. But see my pan, it's not watery. So this is the kind of the texture you want, okay? So now we're gonna add the olives. You can add any types of olives you want, but just make sure they are peeled. So give a quick toss, and the next thing we are gonna add our chicken back. Oh, and one thing I do want to mention is that when you cube the squash, try to keep them in similar sizes, so this way they have a more even cook time. The last thing we need to do is just to add the chicken back, and then remember the chicken are almost cooked through. Basically, they are already completely cooked through. So what you need to do is just give them a quick toss, and this dish is ready. There's no sauce for this dish because we season the chicken. So the chicken is very flavorful, juicy, and then remember we have the olives too. So the olives is gonna add a lot of flavor, and the squash is also perfectly seasoned as well. Whoa, we have so much food here. Can never have enough, right? So this is gonna be perfect. So big meal for me, for my husband, and also definitely enough for the next day's lunch. And also on the website, I show you actually a vegetarian version, I just without the chicken. So just the squash and also the olives that can make like perfect side dish as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to check the link below. And if you're watching this on Instagram, swipe up to get the recipe. Thanks so much. I should say swipe up like this way, right? Bye.